You were born now and he will die at dusk. Your time is not counted in hours, B, but in beats of wings, in noises, in lights that come and go through the window. To the world you are just a fly, insignificant, irritating, passenger, but inside, everything you feel has the weight of 1,000 lives. Every smell, every light, every touch is profound. Every mistake, an infinite fall. And even though I know that everything will end so quickly, you can't help it. You feel like you live forever. Woke up in a flash. I don't know what was there before, I just know that suddenly everything was here. The light was a punch, the air a chaotic dance, the sounds deafening. My body was too light, my wings flapped as if they wanted to reach the universe, my chest felt like it was about to explode. I'm alive. But what is this? This thing that vibrates between fright and pleasure. This urgency that screams inside. Me, I don't have a name, I don't have a past, but I have a feeling that burns more than the sun outside. Everything is happening at the same time. You fly for the first time, close to the wall, too fast, a sweep towards the light. You don't know what a window is, but it attracts you like a promise. Hit, retreat, hit again. And I laughed inside, without knowing what it was to laugh. Every second it pulses like 1,000. The sound of the world enters my eyes. The smell dances between the air particles. The heat draws invisible maps on my skin. I saw a shadow. Big, mobile. Another living form? A god? A threat? It doesn't matter, because there is no time to understand. There is only time to feel. You land on a table. The surface is cold. A crumb calls you. You play. The flavor invades your mind as if it were memory, but you have no memories. So why does this seem so familiar? Have I been here before? Is this feeling of repetition real? Or is it just eternity that crosses me's if I were just a fragile body trying to contain infinity? Everything touches me, everything marks me, and it's strange because the world doesn't even seem to notice me. But I notice everything, every scratch on the floor, every fold in the fabric, every distant breath. Everything is huge, everything is eternal. You see a flower in a vase, land, your body shakes. The perfume invades you, you feel love, even without knowing what it is, and that scares you. There is a question rising in me. She has no words, but it has weight. How long do I have? The world pushes me forward, but something in me wants to stop, to look, feel better, keep, because if everything is so beautiful, so why does it seem so brief? The sun rises, you fly in circles. The first half of the day has passed, but to you, it feels like you've lived 100 lives, and even so, you still haven't learned how to deal with time. I feel like I'm getting old, not on the outside, but inside. My thoughts are too full, my emotions are heavy, like the world is filling me up faster than my body can handle it. I won't make it until the end of the day, but there is still so much to see. Time is running out, and I can't keep up. My wings still beat, but my chest burns. Not from tiredness, urgently. I haven't seen everything yet. I still haven't felt everything. I still don't understand anything. The world spins fast, and my mind spins even more. I try to land. Notice, breathe. But everything around is movement. Lights flash, sounds erupt, the air vibrates as if dancing without music. And me, I feel too small. You land on the window. Look outside. The street is a planet. Cars are thunder. People are distracted gods, and you are just a spark of life trying to scream in silence. I try to understand time. Why does he weigh so much on me, but does it flow into other people's hands? Don't they feel it? Am I the only one who feels this way? I see children laughing, a dog barking, woman crying on the phone. Everything crosses me. as if it were mine. I feel a love that is not mine, a longing that I never experienced, an anguish that has no name, and all of this, in seconds. You land in a glass of water. The reflection shows you. You try to understand. Am I this? His eyes, so multiple, so confused. Your body, so fragile. Its existence, so brief. I don't know if I'm a thought with wings, just an instinct, flying aimlessly, but I know I'm full of world, and it starts to hurt. My wings start to fail, my flights are not that high. The light seems more distant to me. The day fears already passing, and I still haven't lived long enough, but maybe no one ever lives long enough. Maybe living isn't complete, maybe it's just feeling, and that's what I'm doing. Intensely, desperately, deeply, you land on the ceiling. Look at the world upside down. For the first time, everything seems calm. You hear the sound of a clock, tick-tack. Every second is a step towards the end. And still you smile, an invisible smile, but real. I understand now. Life doesn't have to be long to be immeasurable. If every second carries a universe, so perhaps I have lived longer than many live in years. Maybe, just maybe. Eternity isn't about time, but about intensity. The air is different, denser, slower. Or maybe it's just me, getting slower. My wings don't spin like they used to. My flights are low, my brakes are long. And even without anyone warning me, even without clock or signal, I know. The end is coming, they didn't tell me. But my body remembers, and my body is saying goodbye. You land on a chair. She looks giant now. You look around. Everything that was bright now seems like shadow. You feel time slipping away like wind between your paws. But don't run away. I spent the whole day trying to live, trying to understand, trying to save. And now I realize there is no way to save anything. Life slips away, no matter how many. Paws you used to grab it. Everything I saw goes with me, and maybe die with me. And this is a pain that I don't know how to name, because I wonder if no one saw me, if no one knew I was here. So did I really exist? You fly into a curtain. The late afternoon light passes through it. The cloth shakes slightly. You walk to the edge and observe the world. Silence, transit, muffled laughter. A child drops a toy. You feel nostalgia for something you never experienced. The cruelest of brevity. It's realizing that the world moves on. Indifferent, immense, countless. While I am going. Alone. No audience, no applause, no wake. Just the sound of my wings, now weaker, being. Drowned out by the noise of existence. Maybe that's how it is. Maybe the end is just silence returning to its place. But I don't want you to think it was in vain. Because even if no one noticed me, I noticed the world. I noticed the colors, the smells, the winds. I noticed the beauty of a drop of water and the drama of a poorly spent second. And maybe just that will make me real. You land on the edge of a lamp. The warm light touches your body. For the first time, you don't feel rushed, just gratitude and a certain mute pride. If time was cruel to me, was also generous. It gave me everything at once. It made me feel everything that perhaps no one could handle in a lifetime. And now that the end comes, I don't regret it. I just say goodbye. The sun is falling, slowly, as if he knew. Golden light shines through the windows, touches my body with a different heat, not of life, but goodbye, and I'm ready. My wings don't vibrate like they used to, but they still want to dance one last time. Not for escape, not out of desperation, but out of reverence. You slowly climb up the edge of the window. The afternoon wind comes in. It brings dust, the smell of the world, memories of everything you saw. You spread your wings, the body shakes, but it still flies. I don't want to die in bed. I don't want to disappear quietly. I want to fly. I want to see everything one last time, with the eyes of someone who knows they won't come back. The ceiling, the lamp, the reflection of the glass, the shadows on the walls, everything has a beauty that I have never seen before. Or maybe you saw, but only now can I understand. You spin in the air, a slow, almost ceremonial circle. The sound of wings echoes through the room like prayer. You don't think about stopping, you just go. I start to remember everything, from the flower, from the water, from the child's face, from the glass cup where I first saw my reflection, and I feel something that I don't quite understand. A sad heat, a sweetness with a final taste. Is this what they call nostalgia? Even though I only lived one day, I have enough memories to last a lifetime, and each one of them is mine, just mine. You approach the lamp. It shines softly. You don't touch her, just watch. She no longer attracts you like she used to. Now, you understand that not all light is for reaching. Some is just for looking. I am tired, but it's a good tiredness. Of those who lived, of those who felt it, from those who didn't go unnoticed. And even though I know that nothing of what I am will remain, something in me believes that this flight will leave a trace, maybe in the air, maybe in the dust, maybe in you, who now listens to my story. You fly once more, towards the window. The light at the end of the day passes through your body like a promise. You hover there for a moment, floating in the warm air. And for the first time, he doesn't feel afraid, just peace. If this is my last moment, I want it to be light. I want it to be true, and he is. Because now I know, live for a day and feel like it was an eternity is to truly live. I'm staying. On the corner of an open window, the light of the end of the world touches my back with affection. And I know, this is the end. But there is no sadness in me, just memory, just echo, just the sweet weight of everything I felt. You close your wings. The body slows down. The weather too. For the first time since he was born, silence is welcome. I think about everything I saw, in the details that no one noticed, in the cracks that I explored, in the noises that I loved without understanding. You feel a lot. I dreamed so much. I wanted more than time could allow. And yet, it was enough. I didn't need more than a day. Because that day I went. With everything. I was confused. I was intense. I was light and I was serious. And now, at the last second, I'm just grateful. You look at the sky, or what you can see of it. He doesn't change, doesn't react, but it's there as it has been since the beginning. Silent witness to a tiny and eternal life. I don't know if anyone saw it. I don't know if anyone heard it. But if you listen to this now, so my life wasn't just mine, it was ours. I say goodbye here, but I carry with me an entire day that lives inside me like a universe. And I leave, suspended in the air, one last thought. Maybe it doesn't matter how long you live, but how much you feel while you are alive. And now, one last wing beat. If you've made it this far, and at some point in this story he felt like he was flying along, if you have also lived days that seemed like eternities, or seconds that changed you forever, leave a sign. In the comments write, I also lived a full day, This will be the secret code of those who feel too much, of those who race against time, of those who make every moment an eternity. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more short voices with long feelings, more small lives that scream giant truths. Here, every forgotten creature has a story to tell. And until next time, or until the last flight,